K-pop Demon Hunters is taking over the world, but you've only seen half the story. There are hidden clues and backstories that the creators buried deep. Romances to characters with shady intentions, we're revealing everything, starting with the secret siblings. So one of the biggest things the creators hid in the movie was the secret link between Mira and Mystery Saja. And no, it's not a will they, won't they romance. Relax. If you ever noticed their matching earrings, you probably thought it was some aesthetic choice. Mystery has that dangly demon fang earring, right? Except if you zoom in, like a conspiracy theorist who hasn't slept. Mira is wearing the exact same one. They're clearly not a couple, so what's the connection? Well, it's in the hair. In this movie, hair color is basically DNA with extra steps. Humans, black hair, demons, color hair. We see it with the Saja boys and Rumi, who's a half-demon. But who else has permanently colored hair since childhood? Yup, Mira. That's not fashion. That's genetics screaming. Hello? She's a demon too. And not just any demon. Mystery's secret sister. Netflix really thought we wouldn't notice. Like half the fan base doesn't pause every frame looking for lore. If you rewatch the movie, you'll catch something massive. Mira fights literally every demon. She throws hands with left, right, center. But she never, not once, touches Mystery, even in the final battle. That's not an accident. Insiders say Mira refuses to fight him because deep down, she knows he's her brother. Blood recognizes blood, even when the blood is glowing neon. And then there's the funniest clue, Zoe drooling over that poster of Mystery. Mira storms in, rips it down, and acts like she's allergic to romance. On the surface, classic moody Mira moment. But if you think about it, maybe she was low-key protecting Mystery, because the last thing she wants is her demon brother falling in love with a human. Imagine the family drama. Therapy bills would be insane. Everyone keeps talking about Rumi and Jinu like they're the only romance in the whole movie. Meanwhile, the real love triangle has been sitting right in front of us like, hello? Can someone pay attention? Zoe, Mystery, and Baby. You remember that scene? Baby casually has his arm over Zoe's chair like he's claiming territory, and Zoe suddenly giggles the second Mystery sits next to her. That wasn't random. Zoe's romantic arc was supposed to be a whole thing. Her fiery, chaotic love-hate sparks with Baby, because rappers apparently come with built-in attitude, and her painfully obvious crush on Mystery, which Mira keeps blocking like a full-time security guard. Fun fact. The creators originally planned to go way deeper into all this. But they ran out of time, probably because demon fights kept interrupting the romance. Classic. So they left the door wide open for the sequel or a spin-off series, where Zoe, Baby, and Mystery can finally get their moment in the spotlight, and maybe solve whatever this discount K-drama triangle is turning into. Okay, this next secret is wild enough to make you side-eye every nice old man character forever. The original storyboards revealed that two characters we trusted were actually villains in disguise. And the first one is Healer Han. Yep. Grandpa's herbal tea was evil. According to the early script, Healer Han was secretly working for Gima the whole time. He wasn't even human. He was a demon pretending to be everyone's friendly neighborhood healer. And once you rewatch the movie with that in mind, the clues smack you in the face. He never examines Rumi, never asks how she's feeling. He just hands her special medicine that is literally grape juice. Not even enchanted grape juice. Just juice. But the biggest giveaway is right on his wall. Pictures of the Saja boys before they turned into demons. All with black hair, meaning they weren't born evil. They were manipulated. Han literally had their before and after photos like some twisted hair salon display. The creators cut this storyline to keep the movie clean and simple, but those breadcrumbs? Still there, still dusty, still suspicious. And now the twist that hurts the most, because it hits straight at Rumi's heart. In the original storyboards, Celine wasn't the protective, understanding adoptive mom we thought she was. She was the second secret villain. There was a cut scene where Rumi sings by her mother's tombstone. The moment fades into a flashback, showing her demon father and her Huntrix mother falling in forbidden love. And then comes the punch. Celine found out and killed Rumi's father. She knew he loved Rumi's mom. She knew they weren't a threat. And she still did it. That one action sets off the entire tragedy, because losing him leads to the death of Rumi's mother, and suddenly the family Rumi should have had just doesn't exist anymore. And here's where it all clicks. Celine always knew Rumi's real identity, yet she forced her to hide it, cover her demon marks, pretend to be human, and worst of all, fight against her own kind. She framed it as protecting Rumi, but really, she was protecting herself. Because if anyone discovered Rumi's lineage, people would start asking very uncomfortable questions about what happened to her parents, and why Celine was the last person who saw them alive. Okay, finally, a secret that doesn't involve betrayal, demon conspiracies, or someone turning out to be evil on a Tuesday. This one's actually adorable. Rumi's name? It wasn't randomly picked in a writer's room. She was named after director Maggie Kang's real-life daughter. And the wild part? The real Rumi didn't just inspire the character. She literally voiced young Rumi in the movie. Imagine being a kid, and your mom goes, "Hey, sweetie, want to be the emotional backbone of an entire global box office hit?" That's insane. She's the name, the blueprint, and the voice of one of the strongest animated heroines ever created. Nepo baby? Sure, but like, the coolest kind. Okay, let's talk about Mira. Because the creators didn't just sprinkle tension between her and Rumi, they practically marinated it. Originally, they planned for Mira and Rumi to butt heads way more, but they toned it down to keep that besties since birth vibe. Still, the signs are everywhere. Mira is constantly on Rumi's case, pushing her, pressuring her, poking her like she's trying to unlock a cheat code. And remember, during most of the movie, Mira has no idea Rumi's hiding the whole half-demon heartbreak saga. All she knows is that her friend is spiraling. Can't sing, shutting down, clearly hurting. And what does Mira do? Comfort her? Support her? Nope. She doubles down like she's training Rumi for the Hunger Games. At times it almost feels like she feeds off the drama. Or maybe it's jealousy. Think about it. Rumi's the lead vocalist, the face of Huntrix, the literal chosen one. Mira's always half a step behind, always second in the spotlight. And when you look at some scenes closely, that quiet resentment is there. Tiny, subtle, simmering like she's tired of being the forever sidekick. Honestly, totally relatable. And that's what makes this hidden detail insane. Rumi's best friend might secretly be her biggest threat. And once you remember Mira's likely half-demon lineage, and mystery being her brother, suddenly, every glare, every shove, every intense moment hits differently. The whole dynamic just flips. And trust me, this is just the entry-level stuff. In the video up on screen right now, we break down why Mira, and yes, even Zoe, might not actually have Rumi's back the way the movie wants you to believe they do. Seriously, once you see the moment where they literally pull weapons on Rumi while she's crying her eyes out, yeah, the sisterhood energy suddenly feels a little off. The creators are teasing something huge under the surface, and we unpack every clue in that video. It's wild. You're gonna want to see it. Until next time, stay tuned, stay wise, and thanks so much for watching.